Good evening on TV 47 News tonight. The Senate Select Committee starts hearing the impeachment trial of Wajir Governor Mohamed Mohamud, who has denied all charges leveled by the County Assembly against him. IEBC gazettes former Samburu Senator Sami Leshore as the new nominated senator for Jubilee Party representing persons with disability following Isaac Mwaura's ouster. Police in Limuru are investigating an alleged rape incident in which the victim, a high school student, wrestled the attacker and called for help. And a set of twins in Kakamega wows the village after recording similar results in the 2020 KCSE examinations. Minimbesa is a sign language interpreter. Good evening, I'm Abubakar Abdullahi. Welcome to the broadcast. Now 15 more cases of the Indian strain have been confirmed in the country by the Ministry of Health. The government says out of the 18 suspected cases at JKIA, 15 tested positive for the variant, raising the total number of the Indian strain cases in the country to 20. Zainab Mohammed begins our broadcast tonight.
A few weeks after the Ministry of Health confirmed the presence of the Indian COVID strain in the country, the number of people with the strain in the country is slowly rising, with the ministry now announcing that 15 more cases of the variant have been confirmed from the 18 suspected cases at the JKIA.
Other 18 cases that were tested in Nairobi and sequencing done, out of the 17, 15 were positive. Add to the 5 in Kisumu, that brings total Indian variant of B1617 cases to 20.
According to the ministry, the newly confirmed persons will now be moved from the home-based care program to isolation centers in order to contain the virus from spreading further.
Testing of the 70 people who had been identified through contact tracing, and also removing those who were on home-based care isolation but who tested positive to institutional quarantine.
The ministry further says it has increased its surveillance not only at the airport but even in major hospitals in order to identify the virus at its early stages. Meanwhile, back and forth between the county government and the Ministry of Health continues to deepen as the ministry swears to redeploy and utilize COVID-19 vaccines to counties with better uptake.
We would want to see the counties absorb these vaccines and deliver them into arms, and we will support them to do that. But wherever we find that there may not be good uptake, we will definitely redeploy those to other places where there is a need.
The government is working with the African Union to secure 30 million doses of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine in order to cover 60% of the adult population. Zainab Mohammed, TV47.
Elsewhere, police from Tigoni Police Station in Limuru, Kiambu County are investigating an incident where a school-going girl was allegedly raped by a man who had offered to drop her to school on Tuesday morning. It is alleged that Peter Mbiriri changed his route and raped the girl in a tea plantation before he was accosted by the mob and beaten black and blue. Mwangi Maina has that story.
These are irate members of public from Tigoni in Limuru, Kiambu County, giving a dog's beating to a rape suspect. 34-year-old Peter Mbiriri, who is on the receiving end, allegedly raped a student on her way to school. She is a secondary school student. According to police reports, Mbiriri picked her prey in the company of her other cousin at Kafuko area of Limuru and promised to drop each of them at their respective schools. After the younger girl alighted near St. Paul's University, the assailant made his motive known. He changed the route towards the school, drove through a rough road into a tea plantation, and committed the heinous act. After raping the girl, he threatened to kill her if she dared to raise alarm.
On reaching Limuru town, the person, the accused person, went to the other direction or towards the tea estates. When he got there, he raped the girl, and he threatened the girl that if she screams, he will inject him with some substance.
On their way back to the main road, the 18-year-old brave girl flexed her muscles and battled the alleged criminal. She managed to get hold of the car's key, threw it away and got hold of the steering wheel. She landed the vehicle into a ditch, and as soon as she spotted some tea pickers, she screamed, alerting the laborers, who responded to her distress call immediately. She narrated her sad ordeal, and the mob started brutalizing the man.
She struggled with the suspect. She took the key from the car ignition and threw it away. So in that collision, I think the car lost control and they fell in a ditch.
Both the suspect and the victim were rushed to hospital for medical attention. The suspect was today presented at the Limuru Law Courts before Chief Magistrate Evelyn Olwade, who ordered the suspect be presented to hospital for medical examination and detained for a further 4 days at the Tigoni police station before being presented to court on Monday. Limuru Sub-County Police Commander Eileen Mola has cautioned school-going children against requesting for free rides from strangers. Mwangi Maina, TV47, Nairobi.
Moving on, a set of twins in Kakamega County have baffled family, teachers, and locals after scoring identical marks in all subjects in the 2020 KCSE results. Both girls, who come from a humble background, sat their exams at Holy Cross Emalandi Girls High School in Huesero Sub-County and got a B in the recently released KCSE results. Violet Auma now reports.
It is a rare case that has left their family, teachers, and locals happy and puzzled. Call it sheer coincidence or fate.
Huyu ni dadangu, tulikuwa tunasoma naye hadi mwishowe tumepata same point of same grade.
These two, who hails from Munjiti village in Huisero sub-county, have scored a B of 61 points.
Kuingia shule ilikuwa vigumu.
Walimu walikuwa wanasaidia na jasa CDF wanasaidia, mmoja mwingine anabaki wanarudiko nyumbani, shida zinakuwa, lakini walimu walivumilia watoto.
Patience and Marceline Alero sat their KCSE exams at Holy Cross Emalindi Girls Secondary School.
Tulipata msaada, tukakuja, hata tulikuwa tumeogopa, lakini tumefaidika. Akatupea wosia kila mara tujipe bidii, kwani tunatoka kwa familia isiyojiweza.
The school principal attributing their good performance as a result of hard work and determination.
So when they came in Form 1, they had nothing. They come from a very humble background. The only thing they had was a metallic box, then with a pair of shoes for each one of them and a pair of socks which had been bought by the former primary school teacher. When they came, the teachers had to contribute money and buy for them the personal effects. Then I went to Huisero, to the CDF office. I requested for a bursary. So the first year, CDF office paid for them 30,000 each.
The two scored different marks in KCPE, where Patience got 367 marks, while her twin Marceline got 354 marks out of the possible 500 marks.
Accessing a phone was not easy. At times we were forced to talk to a neighbor. They'll give us a phone number for a neighbor so that they can access the information, rather the exam, for them to sit for that exam, and then they drop it at a point, we go and pick and mark.
Though twins, they have taken different paths in career choices. Patience, who wants to pursue teaching, and Marceline has her eyes trained on agricultural engineering. The two are among many from poor families who struggle to make ends meet. Principal Eshibinga Secondary School, Bernard Odera, says 60% of students in the school come from extremely poor homes.
Community vile mjuavyo, income iko chini kwa sababu hakuna cash crops, wanategemea tu maybe subsistence farming and relatives working out of there. In other towns.
And in Mayakalo slums in Kakamega County, yet another surprise. Songs and dance exploded after Amamamboga's son posted exemplary results of A-.
Shuleni changamoto ilikuwa fees, lakini nilipata mwisani aliyeweza kunisaidia na nikaweza kumaliza shule.
The mother, Emily Ochingwa, said his son has managed to be in school after neighbors and well-wishers volunteered to pay his son's fees at Kakamega High School.
Kuna jirani yangu mmoja alikuwa ananisaidia hata kwa huyu mtoto kusoma. Hata kama kuna balance alikuwa ananiongezea pesa kidogo tunapeleka huko. Violet Auma, TV47, Kakamega.
Well, they look alike, so do their grades also look alike, and the best of luck to the duo. Elsewhere, Purity Nkatha, a mother of one who is aged 32, is among students who received their KCSE examination results on Monday. Purity scored a B- after deciding to go back to school in 2018.
For 7 years, Purity Nkatha had been married when she decided to go back to school. At aged 32 and a mother of one, her husband supported her dream, and in 2018, he allowed her to join a boarding secondary school where she began from Form 2, where she had dropped her studies.
Nimepata alama ya B. Nashukuru Mungu kwa sababu nilitarajia kupata juu zaidi, lakini kwa ile nimepata nashukuru. Kwa sababu nilifanya huo mtihani nikiwa nimetoka hospitali na ugumu mwingi.
Purity says she had been through a lot of challenges that prompted her to drop out of school.
Baba yangu ambaye ni wakambo, ambaye aliamua mamangu akiwa na mimi, alibadilika tu. Hatukujua shida iliingilia wapi. Akakuwa na vita vingi sana na hakukuwa anatusupport na chochote kile. Mara ya mwisho alinitumua nyumbani na panga. Akawa anasema lazima ataua mtu.
But she did not let go of her dream. Eventually, she began to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Mwaka wa 2013 ndipo nikapatana na mtu ambaye sasa ndiye mume wangu. Wakati nilisikia ni mwalimu wa high school, nikajua kwamba ndoto yangu ya kurudi shule imetimia. Tabia zangu niliamua kubehave kama wale watoto. Sikuenda na kujiinua kichwa ama kukua kichwa ngumu, but ili behave kama hawa watoto. Nilinyenyekea ili niweze kupata kile ambacho ninataka. Nikaishia kukua kipenzi cha wengi, wanafunzi na hata walimu.
Niliona alikuwa well behaved, alikuwa mwenye bidii pia, alikuwa pia kona focus, alijua ni nini ambacho alitaka maishani. Na hiyo ndio pia mimi kama the spouse ilinitia nguvu pia kuweza kusupport ndoto kama hiyo.
As she was preparing for her KCSE examination, she fell ill.
But unfortunately nikagonjeka September. Hatukuweza kujua ni nini. Nikalazwa Isiolo, nikalazwa Meru, finally nikalazwa Karen Hospital Nairobi. Na February tarehe 5 ndio vipimo zilitoka, wakanidiagnose na autoimmune disorder. So wakati nilirudi, wanafunzi wana revise, mimi ninasoma notes because the condition ina interfere hata na memory. So nikakuta vitu mingi sana sikumbuki zile nilikuwa nimesoma, but nilijisitatiti.
Purity is now urging students, especially girls who drop out of school due to early pregnancies or marriage, that there is still hope for them to pursue their dreams. Purity plans to pursue education in university. Sharon Baranga, TV47.
And as the KCSE candidates of 2020 continue to celebrate their results, one Abdul Malik Isaac, a former student at Isiolo Boys High School, bet all odds to become the top student in his school, despite his hearing impairment. Mudhoni Maina has more.
Jubilant faces and utter joy was the evident unwavering mood in Isiolo Boys High School as Abdul Malik Isaac Aiden had defied all odds and scored a B plane in the KCSE 2020. Aiden was diagnosed with hearing complications while he was in class 7 at Kambigarba Primary School in Isiolo town. He pressed on despite struggling to hear what his teachers were saying and sat for his KCPE the following year, but still managed to score 286 marks out of a possible 500. He was admitted to Isiolo Boys High School where his hearing challenge deteriorated, losing his hearing ability while he was in Form 3.
Shida hili nianzia pale ambapo nilikuwa darasa la 7. Ilianza kuniuma lakini siku hiyo sijapoteza kusikia. Pale ambapo nilifika kidato cha pili ndio ambapo nilianza kupoteza kusikia. Sikuwa naweza kusikia walimu wenzangu wakinifunza. Nilikuwa tunangojea mpaka watoke darasani. Hapo ndipo ndo naenda kwa wanafunzi wale ambao tuko darasa moja, wananisaidia na kujaribu kunielezea kile ambacho mwalimu amesema.
The school principal, Abdi Diba, noted his struggles and started looking for ways to help him out. The assistive device helped Abdul Malik regain his hearing ability, enabling him to be at par with his classmates.
Wakati nilimuita kuona alikuwa na hiyo shida, niliweza kuhoji na nikafikiria bila kumsaidia pia kama mwanafunzi wangu. Nikaona huyu kijana anaweza hitaji ikifaa the gadget ya kusikia. So hapo nikafikiria vile tutafanya, ambapo tulikuwa ahidi kama tutaweza kupata msaada mahali popote, sisi kama shule tutamtafutia, kwa sababu alikuwa kijana mwenye nidhamu na alikuwa na very good performance.
His mother, Habiba Aiden, was filled with joy to the brim as she termed Aiden as a bright and obedient child who listened keenly to her counsel.
Familia yangu yote na watoto yangu ile hata hajasoma yote nafurahi kama kijana yao na bita. Hata msijana iko college saa yote napiga simu. Yeye nasema alhamdulillah kama yeye na bita. Nashukuru sana.
Abdul Malik hopes to pursue a course in medicine in order to help other people who have similar challenges.
Pale ambapo masikio ilinisumbua sana, nilikuwa na ile ndoto tu ya kuwa lazima pursue medicine ndio niweze kutibu wale ambao wanaumwa na masikio kama mimi na kuweza kuwasaidia katika maisha yao.
Vonnie Maina, TV47.
Congratulations to Abdul Malik, and he did it, and the results are loud and clear. Time for us to take a short break on TV47 News Tonight. Stay tuned, we still have a lot lined up for you. We'll be back with more after this break.
Raukia siku njema na tunukiwa offers kila siku. Pata offers zote mahali pamoja ili uongeze zaidi, utume SMS zaidi na ubrowse zaidi.
Wewe usijali. Tuma namba ya kila supplier kwa hiyo soko. Ndio nitaongea na kila mmoja wao.
Very good. Piga *444 asi utunukiwe Credo Double.
Raukia siku njema na tunukiwa offers kila siku.
As the country gears up for possible BBI referendum and 2022 general elections.
As the salvos enter too familiar territory,
William Ruto will serve his 5-year term as the deputy president.
Pundits Night is here to give you powerful, thought-provoking political commentaries.
The mountain can produce a candidate.
Give Moses Kuria a chance to respond. Let me ask you this. Are you not taking advantage of first
my situation. You talk about the people with the ultimate power.
Kikuyus will vote for somebody from outside their community to be the next president of this country.
We talk to the newsmakers, the opinion shapers, and the pundits.
Fair enough. I believe
As we dissect everything you need to know to make an informed decision.
Well, make sure to join us on a Morning Cafe, where we have comprehensive political debates, newspaper review, in-depth analysis on matters of business, alongside KCK lifestyle talks that will involve matters health, fitness.
Welcome back. Let's continue with more on education. And the county government of Bomet will offer full secondary school sponsorship to 10 needy and bright students from all the 25 wards in Bomet County. Speaking in Bomet when he hosted students who performed well in the just released Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education 2020, Bomet Governor Dr. Hilary Bachok, however, said that the delay in the disbursement of county funds from the National Treasury made it difficult to offer services to residents.
Students that we are sponsoring, when they are underperform, we discontinue from the program and give that support to a needy student who is doing very well. I think we will be in agreement. If you find us discontinuing the support in your schools, please support us kama walimu, because we want to invest where we are very sure we'll have positive return. So tutaendelea kusaidiana na ofisi zetu za education, and especially now that we have the challenge of COVID-19, we have challenges in our schools. Masks ni shida. Ni shida. Pia mambo ya maji